In a world wrought with struggle and strife, a world rich with beauty and grandeur, a world where peril lies around every corner, a world of casting and honing. One group steps up to share the perspective of the masses in this, the World of Warcraft. We are Ponecast, the voice of the players.
You have crossed into the world of the dead in search of answers.
Welcome back. You are listening and/or watching Ponecast. This is episode 74, and we are in patch 6.2.2. I am your host, Belle, maybe. I don't know what's going on right now. Obviously, that wasn't the greatest intro that there could be, but...
Can I give it another shot? Can I do it this time, please? I've been wanting to do this forever. I've been begging you.
No, you cannot do the intro. No. That's the rite of passage. The host puts up with all your guys' bullshit, and the only time it's good is the intro.
To be fair, you put up with my bullshit. This will be putting up with my bullshit.
It's true.
You've heard my impersonation.
It's true. It's really true.
Go before I get my hopes and dreams crashed before I tear up all of it.
Maybe one day, Daniel-san, Mr. Miyagi will allow you to host.
I will wax on and wax off.
Unfortunately, I did bring the writers of Rohan with me, and 2 out of the 3 here live with me, and I guess we're just waiting for Lycan to move in, and it's going to be a fucking party. We can't have Bloke move in because he's all the way in Aussie land, but I mean, yeah, we might as well just make the commitment now and have a ceremony of marriages. Something. I don't really know where to go from there. Right, big love.
We're gonna have someone knocking on our door asking for all our green cards. Just saying.
I did bring these. I don't even know who these guys are. I did bring the Death Knight to abandon tanking for Madness Lycan.
So much fun. Nothing like going into a raid, sitting down, and they're going, "Hey, Lycan, what do you think about this?" I'm like, "Not tank, not a raid lead. I'm done." I got to sit back. I got to DPS. I hit number 4 on the DPS meters. Not bad for somebody who took all his tanking gear and transferred it over, but not too bad. Yeah, well, I won't hurt my arm from patting myself too hard on the back. But
was it just healers there?
No. I did beat the tank, so that's a good thing.
I don't really know what that means, but that was funny. Well, I didn't raid, so I'm going to have to take your word that you were amazing because I have no idea about such things because I am not raiding for a little while. I did also bring the Boomkin who wishes he could cyclone his teacher, Hots for Shots.
Oh, yeah. So I have just started school this week, and the first one, he's one of those teachers that he tries to make class enjoyable, but with really, really crappy jokes, and I'd really rather not. I just want him to get the class over with, because I have to sit in there for 5 hours anyways. The second one, Persian. Can't understand a word she says. So...
Well, Persians need love too, right?
Yeah, not at a school. Not one would, is would. And I 2, referring to current 2, going over resistor 2, is Ayatua. And I'm like...
That's
kind of... Wait, Persian.
Yeah.
So
I'm adding that to the...
completely acceptable for you to kick her in the chest and yell,
"No.
This is Sparta"?
No, that's not acceptable.
No? No Spartan?
No, I think that's racist.
It is
Now we've offended Persian people. Those were literally that was the only group left.
It's an iconic...
Halloween is coming up, and I could go get a red cape.
I don't know what's happening. I'm going to get off this subject because now we've offended Persians. And they were probably our only fans left. Now they're gone. So
I love the sandals.
What?
They
in
were
the
very
movie,
fashionable.
I mean in the movie.
I do not want to see you in sandals and a loincloth. It's just not going to happen.
Ever. No.
Just sandals and a loincloth, or can I put
like
leggings on?
Jesus' people, like Moses, even.
Can we do like a loincloth but no sandals? No?
Toga party. We can do a toga party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me be the voice of reason. And with that being said, I did also bring the paladin who's donating his hair to Lycan Dark. Come on, that was funny. Nobody's gonna laugh. Nobody's gonna laugh. Nobody's gonna laugh.
I don't think I've ever taken my hat off on the show, have I?
That was a 2-for-1, no?
Is it the time for the big reveal?
Yeah, For those of you who listen to the show and don't watch it, I'm totally just poking fun.
Are you ready?
But here's the thing. He's got a beard, so that totally makes up for whatever's going on. But like I couldn't think of an intro for Dark, and I just was like, oh, okay, this is good.
So, hold on. No, let's play into this a little bit. So, for those of you who don't know, Belle takes like 10 minutes to get her hair ready for the show. She like blow dries that shit, brushes it, good.
Done.
Dark, on the other hand.
35 minutes at minimum.
Hey, I took a shower.
One
Who
friend.
showers before a podcast? Nobody cares what
I
you
didn't
smell
shower
like.
all day.
You showered before stream.
I did not shower.
before stream.
I do shower before stream.
Yes, she does.
I do.
Yes.
It's the... Wait.
No, he really does spend so much longer getting ready than I do. He does this whole ritual. It's like amazing.
He lights some
I do have a routine, but I
He's-
took a shower, and literally to
he's
do my
good.
hair, I do this.
He's very well groomed. So this really wasn't
That's
a
it.
dig at Lycan so much as it was Dark.
No, and regarding
That's
Lycan,
a fun
he's the
employee.
most racist bastard against
Whoa.
redheads ever, okay?
Oh.
No one gives
Oh.
me more
Whoa.
shit about being a redhead than Lycan.
It's
So
not
you can
my-
have the
it's-
hair, you son of a bitch.
Well,
It's not
Lycan's
my
a
fault
redhead.
that it's not my fault that the priest told you couldn't go to confession because you have no soul
Well,
to begin with.
Lycan, you're kind of a redhead.
He's a red
A little
beard.
bit.
It wants to be
sunburned.
red. You can
See,
tell
if he
like
gets-
it wants to
If
be
he
red.
gets sunburn on top of his head, that's kind of like the redneck
So is
thing.
it really blonde? Because in the light it looks red. I thought you were a redhead when I first.
This is red, but this is usually blonde.
Oh, okay.
But you see now, for people that don't watch the show, go to the YouTube. You
Now
can
you
see
know.
me with my hat off.
Wait, so your head is dumb, but your face
Okay,
is smart.
but Lycan, are you ready for me to get Dark back? So you can totally grow a beard and Dark can't. I mean,
Oh my god.
Not even a soul patch.
not even a soul patch. Like he could grow pieces and parts of what wants to be.
I don't think she got it. The
Soul
no
patch,
soul,
soul,
no soul
redhead.
patch.
Oh, I didn't get that. I see what you did there. I'm watching. Well, guys, this week is going to be a whole lot of fuckery and fluff because, once again, not a whole shit ton of news. I mean, this is to be expected. Once again, the end of an expansion, not a whole lot of stuff going on. We, of course, are gearing up for BlizzCon. We're actually going to kind of discuss some of those things that we have going on at BlizzCon towards the end of the show. Also, for those of you that listened and watched last week, I apologize for all of the audio issues that we had. I know the brunt of you guys that listen on iTunes don't get to see what I put on the YouTube to explain what's going on, but what happens is every now and then we have storms. I do live in Arizona, and I'm the one that does my PC's the one that does the recording, and unfortunately we had monsoons, power outages, a really bad weekend, and Skype didn't like any of those things.
Go seek in the dark.
They did play hide and go seek in the dark. A bunch of adults. It was really embarrassing.
It was in the dark, not in dark.
Whatever.
That'd be
That's
no.
a different
Wow.
show.
That's
Yes.
Thursdays between.
Friza would say that's a party. So yeah. What is happening right now?
I know. I think we're losing the gays out of this family, out of this viewership, because we've now managed to upset them.
No, because you called them the gays.
No,
says that?
don't say that. No.
Reminds me of
Okay.
the guy
So
from Anchorman.
let's get right into the week's news. So Mythic Dungeons, that's the event that's going on. It's going on until the 21st. So by the time you guys see and listen to this, it's probably going to be the last day for it. You need to do 4 Mythic Dungeons, and you get, what is it? You get a cachet of,
Mm-hmm.
what's the item level?
690.
695 or 690.
690,
No,
695.
it depends on which boss it comes from.
Right.
Right.
Because it could be all the way up to 700 if you get it
And-
off of one of the last ones.
Should be,
Also-
but it's usually your best in slot for your class, right? Everybody seems to be really
It's not
excited
best
about
in
what.
slot.
No? Oh.
No, I've
it's
gotten
just
some
easier.
really, yeah, I've gotten some really crappy items out of it. I've gotten some really great items. But my the thing too, also with this Mythic Dungeon thing that's going on this weekend, for those of you guys who are trying to get out the Shatari defense rep, all heroic dungeons do offer some type of rep in that areas. Go
Oh,
to
yeah.
the different sites. I think Akadoon and Everbloom. I thought there was I think those are the only 2 that offer Shatari defense rep. Grind them out real quick. You're done.
Awesome. Yeah, and that's going on till the 21st, so make sure you guys take care of that. Also, 50% off the Grinning Reaver on the Mount store at the Blizzard store online. $12.50 is the price, so if you haven't gotten one of those ugly-ass mounts, please feel free to go buy one. They're nice. It's a mount. Who could be mad? The first mount I ever purchased was like the Heart of the Aspects, I think was the first online mount I ever bought from Blizzard.
But I still get it. I still have a birthday present coming to me.
Now's the time, and it's cheap. It's on sale. So if you have a friend or a loved one, or maybe you were mean to somebody in game, you should give them the gift of a grinning reaver and say nothing means anything anymore because I've apologized for my douchebuggery. So it's $12.50. Or what?
Or if you just love yourself.
If you love yourself, nothing says I love myself like I'm going to buy me a nice grinning reaver from the Blizzard store.
Yes.
There might never mind.
I don't know that I want.
There might be another thing about loving yourself, but we'll just stop it.
Oh my God.
Well, everything in moderation, guys. So for those of you listening and watching at home, everything in moderation. Loving yourself is perfectly acceptable. It's the way that
once a day.
Well, maybe twice.
I've done it like 5 times since we started the show. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Who am I to judge? Wow, that escalated really quickly. I'm excited about that. Oh, another exciting thing that's happening. Blizzard and Random House, which a lot of you wouldn't know who Random House is unless you guys are book nerds. But Random House is a huge publishing company, probably one of the largest. They've teamed up with Blizzard for publishing the novels of the majority of the Blizzard games. I know StarCraft was mentioned, obviously World of Warcraft. And I'm only to assume that Overwatch is going to be a part of this situation since there's also a story to be told with Overwatch as well. What this means to me is this is on a global scale. What I'm hoping comes of this, somebody even talked about it on this post that was made. Can we please get on ebooks? Can we be in the in the now where Nook is a thing and Amazon Kindle, whatever the crap that is, like all
Fire.
Yeah, whatever. I have an iPad, so I don't really know what the like. I don't know any of these things outside of the iBook crap. So
look at me, I'm too good.
No, not even about that. It's just like people, if you guys are Apple users, we're kind of in our own little bubble. We don't really know outside of that bubble. Just because we don't, it's not being a snob. It's just it's just a preference. So
I'm going to take my iPad and go to Starbucks and order a venti mocha and not know anything.
Everything is pumpkin spice. I'm so excited. This is a great time for Belle. Belle's super excited because everything, including Oreo cookies, are pumpkin spice flavored. I bought pumpkin spice.
They have Twinkies.
They do. They do. I went to the store earlier and I was like, all of the things are pumpkin spice. Let's buy them all. So yeah, I'm a basic white girl. It is what it is.
I've even been giving her shit throughout the week. I'm just like, your white girl showing. And then she'd be like, I know, it's so embarrassing.
I got apple juice flavored vape that you really know you're a white girl when you have apple juice flavored vape. Anyway, so that's pretty exciting. More to come because I'm sure there's going to be more tidbits, probably previews and stuff like that as Random House and Blizzard are working together to produce some awesome things for all you lore nerds are got to be literally salivating at this because this means more things. So hopefully they do justice to all the Blizzard things like they normally do. For all you alcoholics, Brewfest is upon us September 20th through October 6th. Keep in mind you do need Brewfest for What a Long Strange Trip it's been. What?
Disclaimer, drink responsibly and be over 21.
Well...
I'm being safe. I'm being safe. I'm being safe.
There's
you
an
never know
invisible line. Where you choose to cross that invisible line,
we have European fans.
Parental
you don't have to be 21.
Advised when you're...
Okay, American. 21 and
be of legal drinking age.
Well, a lot of our people, though, are not Americans. So just be of whatever your country or your place in the land says you can drink. And if you're not old enough, come to our house and we'll totally contribute to the delinquency of minors.
It's only 12 in Russia.
I'm just kidding. We don't contribute to the delinquency of minors. Unless, of course, you're my children who...
Unless it's watered down.
Unless you're teenagers.
Watered down Jack.
Watered down our Jack, which has happened recently. My 16-year-old was trying to dip into the alcohol, and she watered down the Jack. Yeah, it was a really... Now they tease all the time. And whenever she says something, we're like, is it watered down? So it was not a fun moment. I can tell you in the Bell Dark household, it was a very rough day for the teenagers who learned really mom is a psycho. So, yeah. With that, make sure you guys get down on your Brewfest stuff. There's pets and there's a mount and there's some other crap and you got to go find the Wolpentingers and do all the stuff and people are assholes and take your Wolpentingers and they take the things you're farming. I mean, go get involved in all of that good community stuff where people are dicks and nobody shares. So, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, shouldn't they put like a level 21 cap? on it.
Right, you would think that they would play into, you must be of age. You would think that they would do that, but I guess
And gnomes would have to get ID'd every time just because they're
Blizzards
so
are
tiny.
responsible. Blizzard's irresponsible. They just allow everybody. I'm sure the orphans, if it was Orphan Week, the orphans would probably be drinking the brew.
I mean, you take them to the battlefield. Why not?
Well, there's still the Brewfest goggles you can wear. So all you kiddies out there that can't drink, you can always pick up the goggles.
Yeah, that's close enough.
That's true. So that's going on to October 6th. Always a good time, especially if you're a dwarf. So get in on that Brewfest action. Harvest Festival. Who doesn't love the bountiful table with all of the things? Harvest Festival is the 21st through the 28th. It always annoys me that the two holidays overlap, but I don't work for Blizzard, so we kind of have to deal with it. But I don't think, is there anything, I don't recall anything fun being for Harvest Festival.
Don't you get the turkey?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, and you can get
Get the gun that.
Yeah.
You can get the gun that turns people into turkeys and pisses a lot of people off in
fun,
raid.
Yeah.
Some fun things. That's
Some trolling.
Which there's two cool pets out of there. The Wolpertinger is only seen by either people who are completely smashed or those who are in your party. I don't know if most people don't know that. And with the turkey, if you start up a little fire next to yourself and you pull out the turkey pet, he does commit harry-carry and jumps into the fire and cooks himself.
I battled a pet yesterday that was a glob, and it had a knife and a fork and its icon. I was really weirded out by that. It was like
Did it make you have flashbacks?
No, it was just really weird because it looked like it was designated food, but it did not look like it was just a glob of. It was really weird. I kicked its ass though. Be proud.
There's actually a food pet leftovers or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually from making the recipes. When you learn them, you get the pet.
Oh,
Random.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Last item on the news is skirmishes do now give conquest. I know that actually changed a little while back, and I think we forgot to mention it. But if you guys are slightly less than hardcore and you like to do the skirmishes, take advantage because it gives you conquest now, which will help you catch up alts or anything. Or if you're not comfortable stepping into an arena on another tune, I did a meme of the hobbits holding the candlestick. This is how I feel when I'm gearing an alt in an arena, and everybody was like, "That's so how we feel." But yeah, that's.
In all reality, instead of if you don't have an RBG team or you're undergeared and you can't get into RBGs or something along those lines, skirmishes or that.
It was one time, boy. You never let us forget. Always remember.
If you're doing skirmishes, if you're losing, you're still getting honor. It's 8 honor, but you were in the RBG for 2, maybe 3 minutes, and if it's going on for 15 minutes. Then something's going weird. You just queued into another pre-made. So it's actually a really, really good catch-up mechanic, and I 100% approve of it because you don't have to worry about losing rating because you're not geared enough. Or, if you're skilled, you're not going to care because you can go in there under geared and CC while the other person does all the damage. Unless you just go in with 200 good people, then you're...
That's pretty much what it is, a slap fight. Pretty much.
Yeah. So.
Well, it helps with all the people, hey, can carry me so I can cap.
Yeah.
Now there's really no excuse not to cap.
Yeah, there's a lot of weeks now, seriously, since I've been kicked off the RBG team, there's a lot of times that I don't have that opportunity to get the conquest caps.
First of all, excuse me, Ike, you left, okay?
A month early.
Well, that's to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
In the course of miscommunication...
Hey, Dark, when I come down
happens.
there, will you grab this knife that's right here? I can't reach it.
Yeah, I'll put a bigger one where that one is.
So that was pretty much all the news that we had. So we get to spend the next 30 minutes just sticking around talking about BlizzCon stuff. It's coming to that point where I'm getting freaked out because this is all of our first BlizzCon. Unfortunately, Dark can't go because we have 1 million children and somebody has
invited.
Somebody has to stay in the shoe with the children. But we're doing the Blizzard dinner with Kitra and Josh, and a lot of big ticket people are going to be there, which is a little scary. It's a little bit scary that that's going to be a thing, but we're starting to prep for that. And then I know that we talked about this probably a couple episodes that we are going to be doing we're going to be at Con Before the Storm, and we're going to be doing a 15-minute thing, World of Podcast Live and all that stuff, which is equally as scary because here's the thing. I mean, we're pretty entertaining on paper at a pre-recorded aspect, but I don't know what's going to happen when you put a bunch of us in the room and we have to actually perform. I mean, Hots is kind of a performing,
I've done it. I've been in, yeah.
That's what awesome looks
say?
like.
What
And
did
I
I say?
know that a lot of you guys are going to be going to BlizzCon, so we, I'm sure we'll all be able to meet up and do things, drink, eat tacos. I mean, if you bring us tacos, really, you can be my best friend because I like tacos. But yeah, that's
It is LA. There's a lot of tacos.
well, I mean, and Bloke, he's bringing the wife. I mean, it's really going to be. I have to pregame with the alcohol because I'm told that that's a big part of BlizzCon is drinking, and I literally have 3 margaritas and I'm white girl wasted. So
I am, as soon as we get there, or if I get down into where you live, I will find this. I need to find myself a bottle of Jim Beam bacon bourbon. And I've already had a setup for me and Seraphis from the Sundering podcast are going to sit there and drink the entire bottle. We've been
I
tweeting
love
the
the Sundering. They're one of my
Yeah.
favorite. They're one of the first podcasts I ever listened to was the Sundering. How exciting!
yeah,
I
Seraphis and I we've been
people from the Sundering. Can I do that?
Hmm?
The Sundering, if you're listening, can you please sign my T-shirt? I'm in a fan.
We've also talked about trying to set a time where we'll be somewhere in like a hotel lobby or something like that where we can actually meet people.
You sound
that
like an
listen to the
Eminem song, but I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
This is Stan.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No.
We're not going to be riding in
No.
the back of a trunk. That's why it's in a hotel lobby.
And
I will be.
I don't know if you guys know this, but this week we watched the arena stuff. Was the end of last week? Or was it this week? We watched the arenas. Venruki and Lore were doing the sideline stuff. Bajira was doing the interviews. Venruki, who is Method and a PvPer, he favorited one of my tweets. I feel like, because like every day there's a different person that is huge that's favoriting my tweets. And I don't know if this makes me, I'm kind of a big deal when people are favorite. I mean, they don't follow me, but I mean they favorite my
They
stuff.
they don't retweet it. They just favorite it.
Yeah, they don't
Like,
retweet it. No.
So you're
Like, oh,
getting
this
there.
bitch is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't read.
Art.
They don't read. Like, they don't follow me. I follow them, so I feel like we have a connection. Like maybe they're.
That's stalky.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Can I put the picture out on the internet yet? Okay.
That lore picture.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're going to have to play like interference.
Look at his face. He's like, "What's happening right now?"
Yeah. We're going to have to play interference when we're down there because if Lore happens to walk by within a, say, 100-yard radius of
I'm running with the
of Bell,
scissors to lock of the
yes.
hair. I just
Yes.
need to get that lock of hair. It's a nerd crush. You don't have
It
to
is.
be offended, Dark. It's just a nerd crush.
First off, his hair cannot be as fabulous as mine.
He's
So
got a fro.
I'm not even threatened.
It's
I'm not
got a
it's
fro.
like it's a pretty
At all.
big curly
It's pretty fabulous.
fro.
Dude's got a fro.
Yeah, it's pretty fabulous.
I ain't scared.
You ain't gotta be scared.
There's no competition. There's no. I mean, I just.
What I am scared of is me having to fly down to California to bail you out because you are going to get arrested.
I really should be afraid because I might get arrested for violating somebody's personal space.
Don't worry.
Give me-
Don't worry. I'll clear it up with Mike whenever I sit down to dinner
He's
with
gonna
him.
go to get into his car in the parking lot at the convention. I'm gonna be sitting in the passenger seat like, "Hi." I don't. I mean, I'm not-
I love the new furniture in your house.
is this car new? Because it smells new.
This is a rental. I don't know.
That would
Wait,
be.
were we just talking about the stand thing? I have a feeling it's going to be bad. We're going to be getting in Belle's car heading back to her house, and we're going to hear somebody banging in the trunk.
My truck
gonna
is
hear-
really big enough. Currently, my truck will fit 2.5 average size bodies.
Why do you know this? That's my question.
We're not at liberty to discuss that.
Oh,
Front
okay.
space.
Did your lawyer tell you no? Like,
Trunk space is really important, but I know that you can fit 2.5 average size bodies in the trunk of my car.
so is this like one huge bloke or
Yeah, it would probably be 1.25.
It's like huge bloke and maybe mini bloke too.
huge bloke.
like
Possibly.
huge bloke and weenie?
Yeah,
Huge fucking
Okay.
weenie. Yeah, that work.
huge bloke and weenie for sure. Guys,
She's like,
just understand that anything I'm saying is only half true. So you.
That also being
It won't
said,
really
if
affect
any of our viewers has ever been arrested for stalking any type of celebrity, go ahead and comment and leave your story because this is what's going to happen with Belle.
Let us figure out a way to stop this. Is there like an intervention for these kind of things?
No.
Or-
It's called a restraining order.
Don't worry, I'm multiple cameras. So I'm gonna be documenting my entire event with a GoPro. So if I do get thrown in jail, you'll get to see that, like cops, right? It'll be like in the cops' view where like the camera's moving when you're running. Like so when I'm running from the police, possibly, or event security, you guys will be able to see that live, or not live, but rather just documented.
I gotta say this: if you love us, you'll post your comments and how you've gotten thrown in jail, so we can learn from your mistakes.
Right? Because I have some points.
Also,
If anybody wants to.
if she gets tasered in front of you guys, one of you has to yell, "Throw her a battle res."
Keep in mind, it's not just Lore now. Will Wheaton's going as well, and Dark has been watching all of the Next Generation this last 2 weeks because I've been binge watching it on Netflix, and he's been watching all of.
Wait, is that Wesley?
So he's been watching all of
Wesley.
these things, and he's getting to know the love, because obviously I love all the Star Treks. I figured he's probably not going to watch the original, so I did have him jump into the Next Generation because it's Jean-Luc Picard. Like,
I'm boring. I like Data better than anyone else on that damn show.
He's really getting into it, so he's starting to really see. And then I realize what a nerd I am when I know that the place they all gather to drink is called 10 Forward. And like all these, when he's asking me these questions, like I'm explaining it as if I was there and I built it. It was.
Let's be honest here. I don't ask questions. She's just like, okay, this is what opens up for the movie, and this goes in this sequence. And you know that's not actually alcohol, and they don't get inebriated, and
It's called synthahol, and they don't actually lose control. Anyway, I'm not even.
I was gonna say, well, duh, they're not gonna give the actors or actresses alcohol,
Like,
but
in the future, they don't do alcohol unless it's from their planet. The synthesizer doesn't synthesize alcohol. It's called synthahol, and it's specifically engineered to where they don't lose control of their.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
saying?
Don't
Like
you
it? You know what I'm
ever
saying?
call me a nerd for about the Lord. Ever. I mean, okay, one genre of movies is fine. Lord of the Rings. I can understand that. But now this?
I know.
Wow.
My Star Trek is a real deep love, though. I've been watching the Next Generation came out
That's what she said.
in 1993, and I had already watched. Maybe that was season 3 that came out in 1993. It might have been 91 or 92 for the very first season. But keep in mind, I had watched I watched the reruns of the original Star Trek on, I think back then it was whatever channel, the Twilight Zone would come on. The Next Generation would come in after that. I know you guys would remember because it was a pretty well-known channel, like after.
I'm too young for
Whatever.
that.
Anyway, I obviously am a Kirk and Spock. Like, Kirk and Spock's relationship will bring me to tears in 0 to 2.5. Like, literally, I will cry. What?
Every time.
I know.
I was texting you one day. Oh, hold on, I'm crying. I'm gonna. What? Are you watching Star Trek? Yes.
Anytime there's a moment between Kirk and Spock, obviously Picard and Riker's relationship is not like that. But it, Anyway, okay, I'm done with the nerd conversation. So let's talk about what we did this week in game, in WoW, in life, and all of the things. And what did you do this week? All of your things.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Oh yeah, I did. I started at a level 19 twink. We had nut butter and butternut, which was Greeley and Homicidal started 2 twinks.
Dog involved? Peanut butter, I don't understand what's happening.
Well, if you think
his
about
was
the
nut
one
butter,
name.
and the other one was butternut. So I started a little gnome and named him Peanut Butter.
Oh.
Just to run, we're going to do twinks with them and just run them through. Got them up to 19, turned off the experience, almost blew it. I was running Shadowfang Keep, and I said, I'll stick around and kill the last boss, and totally forgot about the bonus XP when you do a random dungeon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
At 95% is when I got to turn off the experience.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I barely missed it. I would have had to start all over again. But got them up to level 19. Been fun. Been playing around on my DK, and like I said, just getting so... The whirlwind of what has happened in my life in the last, 14, 15 months is just crazy. Just coming on as an admin, getting up to BlizzCon. And now that we're in that last, we got 5 weeks, and we're going to be heading towards 5, 6 weeks. We're going to be heading to Anaheim. It's just, every day is just another thing.
I'm
and
terrified.
I can't wait.
Every day
I
I
can't wait.
throw up, literally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrified.
And the people that are reaching out, I've been making, setting up plans to meet up like with Stone from Wild Challenges wants to meet us, and
We're actually gonna have
Double
Stone on the show
Agent.
next week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Stone's
Double
gonna be on the show.
Agent wants to meet, the Panda level 90,
Johnny.
level 100 now.
Johnny
Yeah, he wants to meet up with us. Songhammer wants to meet up with us. It just blows my mind.
I'm excited for Calm Before the Storm because of the other podcasters. Because I'm totally gonna fangirl on the people that I've been listening to for the last year. That's gonna be exciting.
And then I had my dinner. I had my dinner with Mike Morheim that week too. So,
Right,
Mike
your intimate dinner in a movie.
What's funny, Serafina is she's with All Around Academy. I actually put a picture out. She went to the Hearthstone Nationals that was this weekend.
Oh, she did. I've been watching her Twitter.
Yeah, she had a picture of her and Mike. I said, "Oh man, I should have told you to make sure you remembered our dinner date." And I tagged him in it. I'm so hoping that he's actually going to.
She's going to be the one we're going to stalk then at BlizzCon because she's going to be our in with Mike.
Yes. And if I get in with Mike, I can definitely shoot you. We'll get you up.
Yeah, I wonder if she knows lore.
So Hots, he's apparently gonna get arrested too. So it's just you.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, I
buddy.
told you guys this before. Soiled myself, which is Eric. Eric's going to BlizzCon, and he's going to be my interference. He's going to help me. He's going to get me to lore and Will Wheaton. We don't really know what he's going to do.
Soiled is my boy. I didn't know he was going.
Yeah, he goes.
I hate all of you now.
Oh.
Is he going to soil himself as a distraction?
Probably.
Or
I mean,
that
there's no better distraction than that.
He's also
yeah,
been-
like, oh god, I pooped my pants.
Yeah, he's totally
And then
got my
actually
back.
flip
Like,
it
we're going full ham sandwich. Or soggy bread. Maybe
Is that
more.
why you're asking for tacos?
For the ham sandwiches?
No, for
Oh,
soiling
to
it
soil
there.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
To soil myself.
It'd make it a lot
Wow.
easier.
tacos make everything better. So, I mean, if you're trying
Yeah.
to...
All the way around for that one.
I'm sure Lore would like tacos, right? No?
And it's the only thing he's allowed to eat.
To be fair, he doesn't look like he doesn't turn down a whole lot of.
How dare
Shame
you!
on you.
I'm gonna agree
Get
with that one.
out!
I'm a fat
It's
boy
not
myself, and I found that offended.
For those of
It's
you
not-
listening, if you could see my resting bitch face right now, I
It's
mean,
not even like it's a really bad joke. I'm not.
Apparently his
But
hair
it's-
eats too. So
It looks like he flipped it over. He looks like he'd be cousin It.
Whatever.
I got a really good idea for the new intro for the show after this. You guys are going to have to remind me. Totally off topic. Hots for Shots, I know you've done a shit ton this week with all of the things, and wow. Tell us what you've done this week.
I've been leveling alts on and off. I'll log on them and do like 4 or 5 quests in Sanan Jungle and be like, alright, that's good. And then I hop back on my Druid because I've been learning all 4 roles. I've been pugging Hellfire Citadel. I've had a raid team that I found with Phobek and Phoenix from the WoW admin group. If you've seen any of the other pages, I raid with them now, and Lunatic the Lock.
He's from Roblox.
Yeah, and
It's like,
so
right?
I think so. Actually, he might be Destro. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, I've been raiding with them. I got my 4-piece, so I'm really excited, and I'm trying to find a new raiding home. If like a server first progression, like I know for a fact that I'll see from normal all the way through Mythic of each and every raid. Not necessarily have to see normal because you don't have to. Like the previous raids and Mythic gear will take you straight into heroic of the next raid.
Right.
But I want to be able to go through all the raids, and I've applied to higher ups. I think it was a little bit too early for me to be doing that because I'm not geared. I would have to be carried, and it would 100% just be for Legion. But other than that, I've been dailies, fishing. Like I've been finding and going back and doing all the other small things. Like Belle says that she hates doing, but it's at the end of the expansion, and you might as well knock it out now while there's not a whole lot else to do. So
Do you guys hear my son yelling hello, or is that just me?
I hear it.
I hear him
I
going,
heard something.
hello! My 3-year-old, he's in his bedroom yelling hello. It's really creeping me out because it's just a tiny voice coming from the hallway. It's bedtime, so he's clearly not in his bed. We don't really know. So you guys heard it here first. Hots is looking for a server first.
It doesn't even have to be server first because they're taking the achievement away. But I'm at Q&A. I'm bringing that up. Like I will be in that line being like, yo, what the fuck? And it's not gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, yo, like, you're taking away my server first. I don't understand.
Did
420
you just
plays it.
English, right? I don't.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was just trying to say, like, I'm not gonna go up there and just bitch to be bitching. Like, I'm gonna go up there with a valid point.
You just went hood really quickly. I was
And-
scared.
Yeah, I know.
Can I give you the same response that they've been giving every single time they've been given this question?
What's that?
There are so many sites out there that track it anyways. There's
But
going to
that
be server
doesn't
first.
matter. It doesn't matter because
But everybody's always stated they
every-
do it for their own personal bragging rights. What do you people care?
Yep.
Speak
And then
taken away if
and
it's
then
for
what
your
they do.
personal bragging rights.
every raid that comes out, that server first gets wiped. So 2 years.
Hi,
down
my
the
name
road-
is Hots for Shots. I would like to interview for a job. And by the way, did you know that I got server first in World of Warcraft
No,
rating? Nobody
that's
gets to
actually
fuck.
been.
Nobody
that
gets to
act-
fuck.
No,
Nobody
that
gets to
actually
fuck.
has been a thing. People have been doing that.
Nobody cares.
Applying to colleges.
Nobody
because-
cares.
Nobody cares.
I
But-
read that article too.
Yeah. Like,
Nobody
no,
cares.
There's two people
it's
with
been
that
a
article.
legitimate thing. If you can show that much dedication, then why wouldn't it be a thing? Like,
But still,
people play. I play golf. That is
Okay.
the most boring bullshit ever on a fucking
Let me
application.
I
ask you-
concur 100%, but people play it.
Yeah,
Let me
and
ask
people
you a
play
question.
golf.
I only want to drive. That's it.
but let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a dead serious question.
Okay.
Do you think Wild Progress is not going to track these?
They are, but they're gonna
Okay.
get rid
Do
of
you
it.
think
This
these other
next-
one?
They
Progress
wipe
can get
it.
rid of it.
They wipe. Yeah, no, they wipe it as soon as the
So,
next.
so how hard would it be to keep a database of those who have won? Just
Take a
starting from
screenshot,
Legion
bruh.
through.
Carry
Right.
it around with you in your
Two.
wallet for your fucking job interview. Hi.
I
This
do
one
have
time on
screenshots of
wildprogress.com, I was server
I have a
first.
folder named EPEEN on my computer.
That's embarrassing.
I'm just saying.
Do you know-
I would be embarrassed if I were you.
No, it's
And
it's
do
a
you
legitimate
know?
thing.
But wait a
It's
minute.
something
Do
to
you
be proud
know
of.
that Blizzard sits there and they go into GM mode and they actually log into first-person view of these raid teams that are doing progression first. And do you think that they're not going to invite those two teams again to BlizzCon?
I'm sure that's
do it?
still going to be.
They're going to get the recognition.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna get their recognition, but you
Then
have
it's over.
world first, not server first.
We're really giving you shit. I don't.
I know, but
They're
it's
just
like
giving you
it's
shit, I
it's
don't.
something like it's something that I'm
I get it.
wholeheartedly like 2 years, 3 years down the road, and I like say I get into a server first team, right? This expansion. And 2 or 3 expansions down the road, I have to leave for an expansion. I get a job, I can't raid, this, that, the other, and then things take a swing. I'm able to start raiding again. Those databases, they might have raid teams, they might not keep the people. If I have an achievement that says, hey, I was server first, I'm geared, I'm ready to go, obviously I know my shit, so I can link that achievement instead of having to go through all these databases, or maybe like screenshots, and then send it to them, and it be a world first, top world 10, or top US 10 guild.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Give me the name of the guild that was world first heroic Bastion of Twilight. Go.
I was in Afghanistan.
Right now.
But
Right
I don't
now.
know it. But-
No.
But
There
no,
are two
I would.
things you don't get
No.
to use in gaming. You don't get to use your health, and you don't get to use your military. I don't want to hear
Okay,
anything.
No,
I was on my deathbed last
I have-
Wednesday, but I
have
still
a
knew what the
re-
hell was
I
going
have-
on.
I have a rebuttal for this.
I was stuck on an
Because-
island, and they ended up making it a TV show called Lost. It was
No.
crazy.
Okay,
and
so I do
my
have a
best
rebuttal
friend's
to
Ben
that.
Affleck.
I do have a rebuttal to that. If someone has the achievement and links it, okay, now I know.
Next time we're in game, I'll link you world first that I got world first Bastion Twilight heroic.
With that achievement thing,
You
yeah, the
I'll link you.
achievement
I'll
figure-
link you the
achievement figure?
achievement. It'll
The
say that
achievement
I've got.
figure?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, but
I got world
You say
first on
achievement
every
faker?
single.
there's an
Every-
add-on
oh,
that
yeah.
allows you to fake add-on or fake achievements.
I
when you
got
have them.
world first on every single raid that has been out, and I'll link it when we get in.
But no.
I
And
would
then
link
you
it,
could
and
go-
everybody would
you
laugh
can-
because Belle don't get world first shit.
You could go to WoW, their WoW database, the WoW Armory, and look at people's achievements. So
So they have a record of all the previous expansions, and when Wild Progress would pick up for Legion and keep a current record of all the new ones, that's an unending record.
but
of
why
everything that's
take it
going on.
away? Why take it away? Why put it on someone else?
Well, I want you guys at home to ring in. I know
Wait.
there's a mixed mixture of casual and elite and hardcore and who gives a fuck, and you guys are just like, some of you are like me, where's the tacos, we don't care. I want to hear what you guys think. This lifelong good versus evil debate over should they remove world first, should they not remove it, server first, all this other thing, should they keep it in there. Let's talk about the reasons pro and con. Does anybody even care? Is there Bueller, like, tell us what you guys think, because we'd like to hear about it.
I will agree.
I'll tell you what I think. If there is no mount for the achievement or title, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest point. There's nothing other than having it for personal recognition. So why even take it away? It's something that if before they introduced all this server first and like server transfers and all that, there was constantly competitions on every single server. There was PvP ones, and then there was PvE servers that were super into it.
You're making me take my blood pressure.
I know.
It's just something, and I will agree. If y'all don't agree with it, I understand why. But this is something that is close to me. This is something I'm truly passionate about. So.
You know what I'm passionate about? Are you ready to hear what I'm passionate about?
Destruction.
No.
And the hate for affliction.
Get out.
I said
Shit.
the hate.
Affliction?
I said the hate for affliction. I said
Affliction,
the hate.
burritos, and bald guys.
Tacos, not burritos.
Affliction, burritos, and bald guys.
I'm super passionate about my tacos. I would like to consider myself a taco connoisseur, if you will. Who doesn't love tacos, right? Anyway, moving on. Dark, what'd you do this week?
Put up with you. Let's see.
Wow.
If you're wondering at home, I still haven't gotten my McDonald's. Oh, I got it because I went with Hots to go. I took Hots on a tour of the city, and we went to go do weird things downtown in the red light district, and I got my...
She was living the glory days. Like, oh, I used to live in the hood.
It was kind of like what would happen.
Yeah.
And this is where you can pick up a hooker.
Yep. Pretty much exactly like...
No, I wasn't making fun. I was telling them what happened.
Pretty.
Like,
Anyway, what did you do this week?
Same old, pretty much. Basically, throughout the week, all I look forward to in-game is RPGs, which last night had tons of fun. There's always those weeks that just, like, the RPG's not fun at all. We do it for, 3 hours? And it starts off like, okay, let's do this. And then it never really accelerates, and it's just kind of like a boring, let's be done with this already because you're not having fun. It happens every once in a while. Lately, it's been a lot more fun than normal. I think because... Me?
Yes, he is.
No, not really.
Oh, not as much on certain maps.
Yeah.
No, Venus.
Yeah,
Bane's
I'm
like,
supposed to be, but I think we just switch it up.
There was that awkward
depending on the class.
Like your base.
Or the team, I mean.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking make Destro base sit. You're going to blow me. That's what you're going to do. This bitch doesn't base sit. Sorry.
But I noticed that when we have more fun, we do better. Because we're not too serious, yet we're having fun, so we don't do those stupid little mistakes when we're trying to
I agree with that.
push too hard. When we're actually having fun, that's when we have the nights where we'll go like 5-1 and then get another 2 wins before we're done.
Happens a rating too.
I'm gonna try to actually have fun. Yeah, rating probably the exact same way.
Sit there
When everyone's agitated and stuff, it doesn't help anybody. So I'm gonna focus on trying to keep that atmosphere the next time we do RPGs, because I mean we play this game to have fun, and when everyone's being a dick or whatever, no one wants to play.
It's been like a really long day, and that one thing just sets like it's been a really long day for everyone, and they come in and the first one's a loss, the atmosphere is just crap the rest of the night until we're on like a win streak.
And not only that, for us casuals, and this is not a dig at anybody, but for us casuals that like to go in and raid, that like raiding, when you have them long days, and I know Bell's experienced this, and you're tired, and the last thing you want to do is sit down and wipe on bosses for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It maybe sometimes too, and I'm not saying this is in your case, but sometimes you need to take that step back, because it becomes a job.
Yeah, like I said, we do this for fun. So like once everyone gets in TeamSpeak or in the Skype call, you're there to get away from work and the kids and stuff. It should all be joking and having
We joked
fun.
around last night. I joked that Myth kept cycloning my fucking target.
No, I said
Every
we had
time I
fun
would
last
target
night.
call,
No,
he
last
would
night was
cyclone.
fun.
I'm in mid chaos bolt and he's cycloning my target. Dude, can you not? It was funny. We laughed.
Yes, no, the last couple weekends we've had tons of fun, and I want to try and keep it that way.
I agree with that.
Aside from that, that's pretty much all I have done.
You took a shower earlier, though. You didn't mention that.
I did take a shower, and only
so
took
you're
about
good for-
2 seconds to do my hair.
So you're
But,
good for this week then.
I'm good till next Saturday. Yes.
I'll put it to you this way: he plays with his hair more than he does his paladin.
That's actually true.
Here's the thing for all you folks at home. You should never marry anybody prettier than you, and that's what I've done here, ladies and gents. If you guys are listening on iTunes, you don't really get to see. He's a really pretty ginger, and you should never marry anybody prettier than you because then there's that awkward elephant in the room, or olifant, as I like to call them. But literally, he's prettier than me. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I don't have to tell you. You guys already know that he's prettier than me.
He's dreamy.
I need to put that video linked in admin chat up on the Facebook page.
Which one?
The one about a hot wife and a hot husband.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I saw that.
You gotta watch.
But also, our daughter called me Ginger for the first time in her life.
Which one?
Anastasia.
I am buying her a bottle of watered down Jack when I come down.
Dead next time it comes out.
I'm angry at all my teenagers. I don't like any of my kids today.
Oh, I hate them.
Yeah.
Harsh.
We need a separate podcast just for parenting. Really, we need to give parenting advice. I'm a great parent most of the time. Anyway, moving on. So that's all you did this week? No other accomplishments?
No, that was pretty much it. I've been getting some laughs on Facebook, like people's dumb tweets. It was like top 20 dumb tweets of 2014, and one of them was this chick goes, "I'll kill myself before I commit suicide."
Nice.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
fucking really?
America, ladies and gentlemen. When you want to know who's going to be your next president besides Donald motherfucking Trump and D's nuts, it's going to be that lady that is going to kill herself before she commits suicide.
Yeah, it was.
Was that a family member of mine? I feel like that was my little sister.
No.
Kidding. Good thing.
It was, yeah.
So for me, I'm still working on all the different random achievements. My fishing skill, I think we talked last week, and my fishing skill was at like 400 something. My fishing skill is now like 636. It's inching. I mean, literally, it's for every 7 to 10 fish you get a skill. I've been doing my dailies. More haps on the pet battling. So I got this quest to do 5 of the pet tamers in Draenor, right? So I'm doing and I'm Talador, I got stuck. The 3 moss could never beat it. I was like, I'm done. I just went to Spires and battled the Gloppy, Slop, and Sloop, or whatever you have to battle on Spires. So I do all 5, and I'm very excited.
You did all 5?
Yeah, I did all 5. I go and turn it in. I go and turn it in. I didn't get an achievement. I didn't get anything. I mean, I got some crap in a bag. I literally thought I was going to get something this was hard work. This took me a while.
Oh, geez, man, I wonder how that feels.
But I've been doing the dailies every day. Now I've been going around Draenor and actually doing normal pet battles because I want to get my level 3 in, and the only way to do that is to do, what do you have to do? 150, right? 150. So I've been going and doing random pet battles, learning. Now my focus is learning what's good against what. So remembering before I join a battle to change out my pets for something, because it's really awkward when you have 3 mechanical pets and you're fighting against something that mechanical does nothing for you at all.
We should have Lycan write a little guide.
Lycan, you would be proud of me because my Gromlock, I leveled on my own. He's level 24. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Not as efficient as you would have done it, though. It took me a lot of pet battles.
Well, you know those little stones that you get are for leveling those up.
I'm using that for one of my little abyssals. My blue mechanical abyssal is what I'm using that for. And then I got the dragon. I did get the unique, having so many unique pets.
Okay.
I got the The dragon, the celestial dragon.
Mhm.
Now I'm leveling him up. I did get him. Doing fishing, cooking. Basically now I'm on Lycan's thing with achievements and nerd points. Doing all the things that I hated doing during the expansion. I want to step out of this expansion with as much nerd points as I possibly can achieve for doing all the shit that I hate. So it's been fun though, because I haven't been bored or burnt out. I haven't been any of those things. It's been quite fun.
I still want to see them do something with achievement points.
Well, like what? Give you a cookie?
Like
Boy,
buy more
those
achievements?
are horrible.
They had talks. I believe it was back when they started with Wrath of the Lich King of introducing some vanity items for
You
certain
could buy with your
achievement
points,
points. Right.
Yeah.
So once you've gotten to a certain achievement point, you unlock these. You might be able to purchase them with gold. Something to do with. I'm at 20,565 achievement points.
I'm at like 17,000 or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
Lycan's in second for the achievement points in the guild.
I don't
Yeah.
have that many, but I'm getting there. Like I'm starting to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of battle pets, did you ever finish that timeless? Lycan?
Me? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
And
did?
that's a thing too. And back on what Belle was saying about her pets too. I do have a chart that I made up for myself.
To remember,
has-
if you could send that to me, that'd be great.
I'll even put it up on the page, on a Facebook page too, and it tells
the
you which
timeless
ones
thing
are
now,
stronger.
right? I can go do the timeless crap, or is it over? I can't.
You
touch
need
it.
no, you can still do it, but you need about 50 level 25 pets, and they're very specific pets on what you need.
Forever.
Yeah, you'll need his guide for that because
Yeah.
he's
If someone
streamed
wants
doing
to help me level some more 25, I need pets. I got a bunch of pets that are level
I know.
1 that are. Somebody dumped a bunch of pets in the guild bank, and they were pets I didn't have, so I learned them. After keeping them in the frickin' tab for so long, thinking somebody was going to want them, and I learned them all. But now I guess I got to level them.
I still think I got 20 of your pets.
I went
You
to
probably
follow
still
that guy.
do.
I probably used the same guy that you did if you got it off of the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I attempted that, and after about like the 4th day of me trying to farm all the pets, I was like, no.
Yeah, there's about, actually not 50. I would say, well, with all, every week it changes. So yeah, between all 3 weeks, there's about 50 very specific pets. Some of them are very specific breeds of pets, because you can have some that are faster, some that have more health. But once you get it done, yeah, it's just like cakewalk. You go through and it's 9 weeks, I think it takes to get all. No, I'm sorry, it's 12 weeks to get all 4 pets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've been
Unless you buy 'em.
doing all those things. I do agree with what Dark was saying earlier about RBGs.
I know, they're sold out,
Last
aren't
night I was a little bit grumpy stepping into them. I did kind of pull myself out after the first couple of them. Some of my focusing points have been less about survival and more about damage, just because I'm battling 2 shadow priests on our team. So literally,
Yeah.
no matter what I fucking do, I'm going to have 2 shadow priests that are always doing better than me. It just is what it is. It's the nature of things. It's the nature of being a hybrid dot class and going up against all these things to spread fucking pressure damage and all that other bullshit that they talk about on the freaking tournaments, and all that shit's fine and fucking dandy. So I've been just focusing on making the most out of my chaos bolts and doing a little bit less survivability. The crappy part is I've been dying a little bit more, but my damage is into the 10 millions on some occasions. Most of the time it averages around 9, and that's pretty great for a spec really that is told it shouldn't even be in
Yep.
PvP. Even now that you're starting to see Destro more and more. I had to kill a Destro yesterday. I'm like this. I'm so sorry that I had to kill you. I love that you are thinking outside of the box and you're not Affliction, but I have to kill you because it's me or you at this point. But
I'm gonna call you out on that. This was her. Fuck your chaos bolt. Watch this chaos bolt.
I said sorry afterwards, though. My chaos bolts hurt a lot more. His crit was like 82,000, and my crit was like 212. I was like, yeah, I got more mastery than you, bud. Yeah, I annihilated him.
GG.
Well, I mean, he's a warlock. What are you going to do? But I like to see more destruction. I think it's great when I see people playing something that they shouldn't. It's always awkward when you see an arcane mage in RBGs and you're like, wait, huh? But I mean, hey, good on you for doing something that people say that you shouldn't, because I'm a fucking rebel, and if you tell me to be Affliction, I'm going to set your house on fire. So, I mean, I feel like it's fair.
To kind of touch on that subject, unless you are at the top ranks of play, the reason that the classes are top are because of their kit all the other classes aren't necessarily bad. They're just missing one or two things, you know, and you can do it's not at the point where you can't do anything on one because you're one particular spec. That is a really good thing. Like, healers have a hard time killing things, but they don't die. DPS can kill anything, but they have a lot more chance of dying. And tanks, it takes them forever to kill things, but they don't die. You can do, unless you are like 3K rated, you can do anything at any level. Don't let someone be like, oh, you're Destro at 1600 rating. The people that you're playing against probably don't know how to shut down the Destro as well as they need to, as you would see at like 2700, 300,
if I was
3K
3K rated,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's the same with like Fire Mage.
Yeah.
But if I was 3K rated, then I wouldn't be Destro. I would be what I know would win, because that's what those people in those brackets are about. They're about winning
Exactly.
regardless of what they enjoy playing.
That's what I was going to go with.
Yeah.
Have fun with what you know and love, because if you swap, say if Belle went to Affliction, she knows Warlock, she's been playing it since BC, but she's not going to be able to play it at the level that she would have to make it worth her what she knows about Destro.
True.
Still want to see free blood DKs push glad.
I cannot imagine being stripped of my burst. I cannot imagine not seeing my Chaos Bolt literally take someone's health from 100 down to nothing. Like, I can't imagine. It makes me even cry just thinking if one day Blizzard was like, oh, by the way, Destruction doesn't get Chaos Bolts anymore, somebody would be hurt.
It's been a thing since Wrath, though. I don't see them taking them.
No,
like they just did that purge and getting rid of a bunch of abilities that I really wish there was a few that I really wish they didn't.
They gave a lot of our shit to Affliction. Of course, Affliction's amazing. You gave half of Destro shit to Affliction. Can I has it back?
That would be like taking an elemental away from a Frost.
Agreed.
Well,
but
they wouldn't do that.
You know, and I try to step outside of my lockbox, but it just doesn't work. That's just what I always roll classes that have a heals off spec, because it's really hard for me to DPS on something that's not the Warlock. A lot of people are really versatile. Zarth is really versatile. People like Vayne and Hots is really versatile. Dark, and you guys are all very, very versatile. Not me. I'm so set in my Warlock ways that it's really, and he's right. I will probably know and forget more things about my Warlock than I will about anything else in my life. I mean, that's just, I breathe her.
But you could really only perfect one.
Agreed.
That's the thing. That's what made me learn my other classes, is when I showed my DK and started playing my Druid and mained my Druid for a while, and I never touched the DK.
Agreed. And playing other classes in PvP is very beneficial, because then you learn how to shut those classes down.
The only reason that I do so well on Rogue in most cases is because Feral and Rogue have a very
I can
similar
Google too,
fill.
bruh. I can watch YouTube videos on how to Feral.
No, their rotation is legitimately
just kidding.
Almost hand in hand with I have the same buttons on my mouse, or as key binded, and it's literally the same thing. I spam this button, I use this as a finisher, turn around, use this as a finisher, use this as a finisher, and I can swap back and forth, and it's almost identical.
I do have a D paid for hunters.
They're
Birds of Prey or whatever that fucking shit is called.
That
is
way too
annoying.
hard.
Well, that's like Affliction Warlocks drain souling you through a fucking pillar.
I know, that's ridiculous.
Well, that is something that anyone with a channeling spell can do, because it starts channeling while they're in line of sight. It continues channeling when they go LOS. You have to interrupt it, then go LOS.
Don't say things to me like LOS, okay?
Yeah.
It is weird, but I understand their logic to it.
Well, I mean, PvP things is PvP things.
Not when you see a monk channeling Renewing Mist or whatever the thing they do, and it's like halfway across the map, and they're still channeling the damn Renewing Mist now.
That statue, man, they could be away and channel when that statue hits, and it's fucking golden.
Yep.
That is, I always thought that whenever they go out of range or line of sight, that it should, but I understand their thought process of it not.
As a monk, we were doing Pandaria. We were doing a Pandaria dungeon when we were leveling, and I got stuck behind the thing, and I was the healer, and Zarth and Brutum were the Pinju fish. What is his name? We fight him. First we kill all the elementals that come out, and then we get to fight him. in the temple.
Jade Serpent.
Temple of Jade Serpent, and it's pinned with
Right.
something to do with
So
water.
I got stuck. If you don't run to the front, thing of a force field comes down. So I got stuck back there. So I popped my statue, and I was healing myself, and my statue was hitting everybody on the other side of the wall. It was fucking awesome, which shouldn't have been a thing. That shouldn't have been able to happen. And I want to say that we did that in a couple other dungeons where I had gotten stuck because I don't really like doing any kind of run like that where I have to pay attention because I have ADD. So literally, the ADD is so real in dungeon. Everybody's like, "Where's the healer?" And I'm fucking 3 rooms back because look at the pretty painting on the wall. Yeah.
Oh, launch of War Rose's Draenor. Who's got Belle? Somebody go get back. She's Belle's back there looking at flowers again.
I know, that was really bad. I literally was a step behind everybody when we were doing that.
To be fair, that's one of the biggest reasons I don't level with people.
Right.
Like,
that was at the beginning. Like, you had to appreciate all the details.
No, but it's really because I have ADD and I
go back
squirrel.
after,
Like, I'm not even, like it knows, I will squirrel. That's the reason I like a taxi when we're doing something as a group, because then I can squirrel while somebody else is driving and then be fine.
It's a win-win situation.
It's true. It's true. If I'm driving, we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to be stuck on the side of a fucking mountain because that's just how I roll. I'll literally be on, somebody will be chatting me and we're stuck.
Are you driving to Anaheim or am I?
I think, I don't know.
We'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, we'll rock, paper, scissors it.
Okay.
We do.
We're taking over your vehicle, by the way.
That's the BlizzCon mobile.
What is?
We were going to take the Yukon, but I want to take my car because it's 40 miles to the gallon. We're all going to have to fit in the car.
I was about to say, I wasn't insulted on this.
Bye, Felicia, because your car's in my name, so...
Nobody drives my truck.
Sam,
you can't even park it.
No, I really can't.
Are you kidding me?
We have a Yukon, and when I park, I have to park all the way in the back of the parking lot away from all the cars because I don't know how to park it.
No, one time I had to get out and park it for her.
You did.
He
did. You know why? It's because I'm scared. Because the car is, it's so massive that I'm afraid that I don't know my own turning radius and I don't know my own distance. But I can tell you that I'm not the one that broke the mirror. That was him. So, bye, Felicia.
If anybody wants to meet me in the Midwest and it's heading to BlizzCon around November 1st, just let me know. I might catch a ride with you.
It's going to be fun, and you're going to be here like a day before, so we're going to be able to do all of the fun things, and we could play pranks on Cody.
We can have karate in the...
We can play karate in the garage, because I have a garage. Things are going to go ham.
But she doesn't have karate.
I told karate.
That door is going to be locked
the
majority of the time.
I mean, I can break into things, just so we're clear.
And that dresser that's right behind me will probably be on the other side of the door.
Well, I think that concludes today's fuckery session. We did have a lot of filler stuff, unfortunately, because there wasn't a lot going on with WoW. I think next week we are going to have Stone on the show, have him talk about his WoW Iron Man stuff and his new podcast that he's got going on and all of that fun stuff. And we now have Child Aggro. But we are going to go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget to...
CC them.
Don't forget...
For ice cubes. Ice block.
I tried to fear, but he broke fear. So,
did you give him the look?
No, he's looking really cute right now. He's 3. What are you gonna do?
Right.
NyQuil. That's what you're gonna do. But we make sure you guys check out PwnCastDailyQuest.com. We're doing some good things over there still. It's still alive and kicking, getting better. Brought on some new copy editors, looking for some more writers to we're going to be launching something called the Azeroth Throwback Thursday. And the Azeroth Throwback Thursday is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be video highlighting all of the zones in Azeroth. The ones we forgot, expansion to expansion, we forget the love of the reasons we liked the zones and what they were about. So we're going to be doing a Throwback Thursday every week on the PwnCastDailyQuest.com. Also, some of you who listen to the episode from PwnCast.net, you've probably noticed the site is down. That's because I'm moving it over, and we're completely redesigning the podcast website specifically for you guys being able to listen and download the podcast from the website without having to go to YouTube and all these other different places. You guys will be able to do it right from the site for audio and video as well. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like. Give us a comment. We love your guys' comments, literally. Last week I was a bit slow in responding. The show was 3 days late. I apologize. You know Belle is never late with the producing of the show, but the power was out and all things were madness, and the show was so screwed up that it took me literally 2 days to edit it. Yeah, so I apologize for that because you guys know it's always out on Sunday, and I apologize. For those of you who drove to work on Monday and did not have anything to listen to, I feel really terrible about that. Make sure you guys also follow us on Twitch. I think we're gonna be testing the YouTube streaming too next week, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
Yes, it's
gonna
be
slowly. It's weird.
For sure. But we are going to get on out of here. Remember, Frieza is still out. Dark is going to be the fill-in Frieza because we don't know if how long it's going to take for him to be able to get in his routine, or if he's even going to be able to come back to the show until he is back in his hometown. We don't really know what his status is at the moment, but he's with us in spirit. And I miss you, Frieza, because now I got to look at Dark every week. If you could come back, that would be awesome.
Hey, you guys want to see my nuts? This is nuts.
Wow.
It's the TY. It's the
They're
original
very small.
TY. Yeah, it's the original TY nuts.
Yeah, they are small.
See,
small.
nuts.
That's
It's
embarrassing. For those of you who
original.
are listening and not watching, they're very small. So
Yes.
It's a squirrel.
It's
It's the
nuts.
original TY Beanie Baby squirrel named
I have
Nuts.
to look. I have to look really close to see his nuts.
right, you have microphone. That's
Right.
really weird. Why would you want to hear nuts? Okay, I don't even know. There's no transition from that. But we are going to get on out of here. Thank you guys for spending an hour with us every week. We appreciate it. I don't know why you choose to spend your hour here, but we sure are glad that you do. And yes, we are sorry to all that we offended in this episode, specifically the Persians, because I'm pretty sure that was the targeted attack this week. Well, everybody, we're going to get on out of here. That's pretty much it. Bye, guys.